2024 marks the 50th anniversary for Six Flags Great Adventure, and this park out of Jackson, New Jersey is going all out. In fact, the 2024 capital is going to be the most the park has spent in over 20 years. So the park is getting a brand new Super Boomerang from Vekoma, as well as a bunch of other great amenities and attractions like the Wild Safaris coming back. Great Adventure is going to offer basically like a little camping resort retreat thing that's going to be inside of the safari where guests can, I guess, stay the night. It's not a full-fledged hotel, but it does sound intriguing. But this is Keep Riding Coasters, and I really don't think you care too much about the safari aspect of this. Instead, let's talk about Flash Vertical Velocity, which is going to become America's first Super Boomerang from Vekoma. And I gotta say, I really do like what we know so far about this attraction, but the good news for you is I'm going to share with you all of my thoughts about this, including what I like and what I don't like. But most importantly, near the end of the video, I'm going to share with you why I feel as if 2024 is a stepping stone as to what's coming in 2025, maybe 2026. But if you like this announcement from Great Adventure, then I really think you're going to love what they're about to announce, hopefully next year or the year after. And more on that in a few minutes. My name is Brandon, and welcome to my channel Keep Riding Coasters, formerly Theme Park Predictions. And to start things off, here's what I really do not like about Flash Vertical Velocity that's going to be opening up at Six Flags Great Adventure in 2024. Starting things off is the overhead restraints. Now these really don't look too uncomfortable, but nowadays with most roller coasters, all you need is a solid lap bar restraint. And we get this with this, but we also have the shoulder harness that look like thick rubber. So I'm not a big fan of that, honestly. So I really wish those restraints were not there, just the lap bar only. But again, this roller coaster is going to feature a bunch of hang time, so I do understand why they should have the extra comfort collar restraint aspect of it, but it's not something I'm looking forward to. I just really hope it doesn't slow down on dispatches and dispatch times, because capacity is another major thing I'm really concerned about with this coaster. And while the park has not announced it yet, all signs are pointing to the Flash Vertical Velocity only running one train, which means only 24 riders get to experience this roller coaster at one time. So that line is going to move very, very slow. Now I do hope that Great Adventure is smart enough to offer a single rider line, making it nearly impossible for this coaster to dispatch with any empty row. So that's great in my opinion. So that might help things out a little bit. But who knows, this is Six Flags we're talking about. So again, if this new coaster would get a single rider line, then I really feel like capacity would be improved just a little bit. And in my opinion, I feel like this coaster would have been better served at Six Flags New England or even like Six Flags America. Both parks really do need a new coaster, and their attendance could really warrant a one train operation more so than Great Adventures could. So I feel like this is just to get a coaster at the park for the 50th anniversary, and obviously Six Flags is kind of scrambling around to try to get new rides for 2024. And another reason why I think 2025 is going to be even a better year for Six Flags in terms of new major coasters than what we're seeing in 2024. Now before I talk about all the things I like about Flash Vertical Velocity, if roller coasters play a big part of your life, then check out my website keepridingcoasters.com for some really cool merch, just like you see what I'm wearing now, plus much more. And you're going to find quality and comfortable merch that is also affordable. Six Flags Great Adventure is going to be opening only the world's second ever Super Boomerang from Vekoma. And just to give you a little sample on how large this coaster is going to be, the track length is over 1,400 feet long and speeds up 59 miles an hour. The tallest point of the coaster is 164 feet. So again, this is going to look really cool as you're walking and leaving the park. And according to RCDB, they state that this coaster could theoretically get 800 people per hour. Now, you and I both know that's not going to happen. So hopefully we get around 600 to 650 an hour. that might make this line a little bit more manageable than, let's say, 400, even 450 an hour. But as far as what I like, I really do love the ride itself. This coaster looks like it's going to be a top-notch ride. Again, that features airtime, hang time, and inversions. Plus, they state it offers 3 launches. But as you watch the POV, it appears the train launches 3 times just to get the ride really going, and then throughout the ride itself, the train's going to encounter 2 booster set of launches, which is going to even propel the ride even faster to get through some of the other elements. And after watching and analyzing this POV for this coaster, I think it's safe to say that Flash Vertical Velocity has a pretty good chance of becoming a top 3 coaster at Great Adventure. Now, while some of you might think that's bold to say, this roller coaster really does offer a lot, and I feel like it's just going to be a top-notch ride that offers low capacity. The new coaster itself will be located next to the Justice League Battle for Metropolis and Cyborg. So I'm sure they'll retheme that area if they do to like a DC, since you have the Wonder Woman attraction as well. Because right now, I believe this area is still themed to like Movie Town or something like that. And the last thing that I really do like about the Flash Vertical Velocity has to be the placement within the park. This coaster is going to basically run parallel with the park entrance and exit, and I think that's going to be really cool for guests walking in and out of the park to see this awesome looking coaster run right next to you. So kudos to Great Adventure, and while I did predict Great Adventure's next coaster to be a multi-launch coaster from Vekoma, something like Abyssus over at Energylandia, and while I do feel as if a complete circuit multi-launch coaster would have been a better fit, I really do again love this addition for Great Adventure, and I cannot wait to ride it in 2024. But let's talk the future, because there were a bunch of rumors about a Giga coaster coming to Great Adventure, and then a bunch of rumors about an Intamin multi-launch coaster coming to the park, and now we get the Super Boomerang. So what comes next? Because now that we know Six Flags and Intamin are working together, could we see something even larger come to this park in the coming years? And I predict absolutely. I really feel as if this park is due for a major capital in terms of a new coaster. So Brandon, does that mean it's a Giga or an Intamin multi-launch? How about both? I mean, that's wishful thinking, but obviously they're going to either get one or the other most likely. And now that we got a launch coaster in 2024, does Great Adventure really need to add another launch coaster a year after or even 2 years after Flash Vertical Velocity opens? I mean, it's kind of repetitive, so maybe the park does go after the Giga coaster next. Now, that would be an epic new attraction that would really put Great Adventure's coaster lineup, now that we know that Flash is coming here in 2024, possibly the best in the company. I think it's a very good argument to make, actually. With all that being said, if you enjoy this video, please give it a like. If you also enjoy coaster content, please become the newest Keep Riding Coaster subscriber. I really do appreciate it. And now that you know all of my thoughts about Flash Vertical Velocity opening up at Great Adventure in 2024, please let me know your thoughts about this coaster. What do you like? What don't you like? I really look forward to reading your reply in the comments. Now, 3 things you got to do today, and that is think positive, remember to smile today, and of course, keep riding coasters.